YouTube, how una dey do? Hope una dey do okay. It's the weekend, and we know how we can do anaya. Everything goes. Usaya want for start first. Now with Sierra Leone police. Salon police, una get smell. Somebody can catch we say them na be one of the batch them where we go Somalia. Where we go offer them peacekeeping service na Somalia. However, it say from where they return, Sierra Leone police still owe them 2,000 euros. It say and then pass 100. It say that 2,000 euro there is over 50,000 new Leone's salon money. If I make the money look gang, you go say 50 million that old money. It said they don't own their Anna water. Every day that they tell and say that they give them the money, they know they give them. Every week, every month, and then go say una wait, ou they can you una money, but they know they give them. So you can catch we. C'est triple. Now so salon police. From where we come, it says some of them they don't die. Well, they know it's for the benefits. Then family they right now they suffer because that money they above par. Salon police. Is it true? Because they say when they cross check, they say, oh, they don't give their money they all to salon police. Then say a workman deserve in wages. Now so the good book tell we. Yes. But we don't work, it deserve for make it get what he work for. You know, if you dey in authority. Anyway, as alone you dey talk about Tripoli. As alone you dey talk about. But there, then say some of them don't begin die yo. Leone pay them the money. Yes. Because possibly don't see them, you know, he go say then tell you say na the first batch this so don't deal with. Well, this batch here we una owe. I know I'm going to the nitty gritty but una sabi. The batch una owe. Well then say na 2,000 euro na in left for pay them. They una pay them no. I una communicate to them. But in fact they say una they communicate safe. Then say una they communicate. But however, now so they say. Yes. But there, una pay them the money. Yeah? If possible, remember the last thing, yeah? Where the petroleum products prices go up in the salon, I be tell una say it get for go up. Well, it don't go up first with diesel. And I tell you back say it get for go up back. Yeah? And the next one where they can go up, na EDSA, electricity. Car power ship na fuel they use. You don't know? Even though not to the same fuel, oh they go by and fill the station. But straight off Amuz or Gomuz. Car power ship. Self care for look government side say, what's up? Then government go say, don't worry. Yes. Don't worry. Then they lick and push. The other people then go ready for grumble. If I catch person, they tell us, say go buy solar. Yeah? Like say, na so solar cheap. Yeah, if I catch person because we now we quick. For begin tell person say go buy solar. No. Solar for be an alternative. Yeah? But we can't look inside it because it's a self-get news. Quick now sabi tell people in our day. Hey, but now go buy solar. Go buy solar. And solar business, they boom right now. Na salon. You don't know? Yeah. It boom, yeah. A lot of people now, they do solar business. Well, speaking of that, let's come to EDSA first. Because EDSA say they get news for we. It don't tell self will not pass them we. But let's be at them. The electricity distribution supply. One for inform the general public say a major technical fault don't affect part of the Far East. Yeah. Wellington Power Station. Atalo. Okay. And this don't result to power interruption in certain areas. Oh boy. Without fault safe interruption day. Before I say fault safe. Where anybody now will fall by this fault you. Maybe village people they don't sit down on a matter. The affected areas you want for no na Olwaf, Wellington. Then say Anna it grounded due to burn load cable from the transformer to the LV panel. Alright. So Olwaf na so na take Sockham up. Dixon Farm, Grafton All Road. The supply down bug there because then we get collapse of two polem, the MV polem, we cause the at fault na Kolatri feeder. So if you did Dixon Farm, Grafton All Road, and so now take where Bottle Field, yeah, STG package that la Kolatri Kalbatong. And say na open offload due to a bumped load cable on the main breaker. Yeah. So burn cable. That's it. PMTC. Then a Upper New York garage. Yeah? Na Tapol Mountain Station. And say na grounded due to they go vandalize of the substation. New York garage. Right now, everybody for able for man in own power station. Their substation then una you go say, oh, well, I mean to say them go thief cable. Well, una don't suffer. By this fast month or per fast month, fast month. Now una they go thief cable. Una go see. The authority, the maintenance team, don't know, but only what can I tell you now so. And right now, they never work for better one for a stopper as soon as possible. EDSA said that they apologize for the inconvenience and they appreciate the public them patient and una cooperation. Now the word of that from EDSA. And they talk just to say, now first month, now ain't the way I choose say, then for go misbehave than one only year. And when not say now the last 10 days this. Where people in the Sidona mosque, if them pray for una now, something do na, okay, now the community bag go suffer. Anyway, Kotojule say, himself, he participates by the iftar. And a Kono government hospital, now they go do one. It did not. He said another hospital he born and look am na the Kono government hospital. You know the problem right now? Because only why I replace President Bill. You don't know that they do genuine. You don't know who that. Well, get question mark for this year what they do. Because we see the chief minister in catch bicycle say they ride bicycle. Not anyone know. Crowd they behind and back. Yes, the ministry them. All man can join chief minister they ride bicycle. It look like say where you dey na power problem no dey. You don't know? Oh, okay. Anyway, Kotajule say na kono government hospital na dey born. So for all the years wey dey na power, and I choose for go do iftari. Okay. Hope say not to politics Chicago. Let nobody now use this iftar business as if come on now they do this thing. Let them not use it for play politics so. They say wetin people forget. The salon people this trip they enjoy by this iftar. Wait next year. Like I see man they don't say so. By 2028, that iftar they don't get for funny. You know about na iftar? Iftar na way good people them. They try for do good. Mostly na way people they cut fast. Yeah, forgive them varieties of things for it. And now, first time will be see, yes, the first family be they do whether they share breast, and maybe next week and then go can begin get that sheep and waiting. But right now the offices, they all they do iftar. Offices. Colleges, they all they do iftar now. Okay. Anyway, now for the blessing of Ramadan. He said, I see they share the meal with the inspiring staff them at the facility. It be reminded of the critical role where then they play per nation building. By the way, they nurture the young one them. That are the symbol of hope for a brighter tomorrow. As they continue to make monumental strides for reduced child and maternal mortality, even for tell thank you to the frontline health workers them. Now anyone where they cut it to, you know sabi can do iftar na ya. Pass you on go kono when una wait no it dey come. He say na kono e born na make you goody. He say the one na go just say wait. So you want tell we say for reduce this child and maternal mortality na kono no more. Now I say no, the one in a kono they eat for una. Now anyone in a cottage say white for yourself. Let nobody know eats for we. Okay. Well, now wait till they come. Even for thank you to the frontline health workers there when they make the difference, especially PIH that are partners in health. They want to be the hospital like kono. And the staff of the maternal center of excellence na kono government hospital. Una no vex cottage they come. He said una all receive the blessings of the holy month of Ramadan and the Lenten season where they are right now. And make una be rewarded richly for the hope una they create every day. Nana koto Jule in the healthcare workers them. Now outside. Na kono. But wait so feed salon, then we carry the report to President Bill just the other day. But I noticed something. Status una come. The pictures that una share. Why una not share? Una be get big allegiance there inside the room. Just know what they talk. Then we go say, hey, no. You know, say we na pictures now we deal with small. So now make we can notice the little things that when nobody know they notice. Because we go on the page, mine in a senge, they not poster, status not poster. He was there. Why una not poster? Mine in a die camera and no be snapper more. Yeah, because status then get the professional picture and camera. You see like President Bill down in a state house. No, this one you na Koto Julian. Na money na you this. Now even Koto Julian on one corner side. Now they mix themselves with the minister, this minister of Tarawali lady. Now in a mixer, we don't catch Kotojule Konasai. Wait, now because they all get presidential aspiration, so now no one give them platform, now the state house speech. I make money in that. Me, I like them no post me. Me, I they post for myself. Bets are the post for me. I like it not clear. Like the state house coming and I post this one. But there, where people then go per event with all the bill allegiance that will be there, would they be there? Una snap them. Una post them no more. Yeah? Una post them. Fambulem. The fuel price. Government say the government of Sierra Leone don't meet this week with the oil marketing companies them for review the global fuel situation and what it mean for the price and supply na salon. Because what you know just the other day they don't begin hide fuel back. And they tell you say all the taxes where government they take, oh they buy fuel. They know one day, even though government they can't run motor, they tell you say, oh, then they subsidize. We're good for them. Because they own tax per fuel. They know one day forgo them. They know one day tell the oil marketing companies say, you know what in? And for this, and this all they take, infrastructure tax, this tax, that tax, well, with a cap and force to this one, because right now, I know say the team on a we self they take a cut. Government no one day do one. Now the reason we make the oil marketing companies no they sorry for government. Because if government begin take a cut, say, you know what in? Okay, now so and so charges we can take by the price of fuel. Well, we not go take this wire. For now, una self the oil market allow all shape these losses. But then we expect the oil marketer for take losses. Then they not take losses when I did the oil marketers they not agree. They not agree. So they may begin keep fuel back. Then government say, we wanna come, we wanna keep this timber. The global oil market is currently unsustainable. The global market is unstable due to the situation at the Gulf region and the disruption to the major oil shipping routes, including the Strait of Hormuz. And if not be Sabian safe now, don't Sabian. So, what did happen at Strait of Hormuz? It don't affect fuel price and the supply around the world. So after we don't meet with the one them where we begin for hide the fuel, the price of petrol we agree so low left and so low left to 32. But the price of diesel we don't agree say let go 35 with immediate effect. That's better because now like you want cause draw. Say, oh, they put up tomorrow. No, with immediate effect. When me to say, kind of like we will get diesel generator them. Well, we don't suffer. Yes, most of the sprinter them na salon. Most of the sprinter them na diesel. Yes, na diesel van them. And then they run what salon them call them 5.5. Una de sidon 5.5. Lumley una de sidon 5.5 na diesel. Okay. Oil market company they don't agree. Say the fuel price no go increase further for at least the next 2 weeks. Okay. So in 18 that's mean after 2 weeks. This price that for 2 weeks. Yeah? If you don't understand Creole, la chukan dey for you, la weran dey for you, la shoban dey for you, say. That don't mean to say la una go hot fuel. That they not mean to say they go buy fuel, you go keep on a unsafe place so. Eh? We not go one year bonus business. Yeah? Aha. Alright. For at least 2 weeks. After that 2 weeks, they fumble. He get for go up back. Regardless of the change way go change. Eh? For 2 weeks, regardless of the change way go change for 2 weeks. We know the answer. Every 2 weeks, fuel they go up now salon now. Say the word on. You say if na that they wish, she don't look. You say na dog name, well no worry. Government understand how important fuel there for transport, electricity generation. I don't tell you. Okay. And daily life. And right now blackout beaucoup. People lenge for fila. Yeah, people lenge for fila. Authorities are therefore working closely with the petroleum company for waiting for manage the situation and for ensure safe fuel remain available across the country. Okay, Udoye. Government will continue to monitor the global situation and keep the public informed. Now, so government see. Okay? But this government, they get problem. You say why I talk so? Because they get problem. You know, no? Say they get problem. Why government for they put price? Then when they put price, they not check the price list for the drivers them. Hold on.
Mina Mr. Sule, Bina Mutka owner, where they own from Lumley to Bobo.
So tell we small how the lane the presidency from Lumley to Bobo.
Well, presently we they get constraints because the fuel price we can increase so we they pay master money because me get Mutka, but not to me directly get and I mean they oversee them.
Even though I say Mutka owner. That's what people knew. If you don't get Mutuka before, you go tell you say, my brother don't buy Mutuka for me. Now then get the Mutuka. But only listen to what in this driver get for tell we.
But for pay the master money right now, it's very hard because you per trip you burn a gallon. And you burn up to 40-50 gallons per day. How you go to get that money there? When the price the same price like how the price be there no more previously, and right now they get constraints. And we don't decide say law strike. The chairman they tell we say law hold on. Say Monday or Tuesday, they go able give you price list. So then we able work on the price. So we able meet up for able pay masters. We get serious challenges to boss man them. And the road now one way.
You understand? I bring this scam for make you no go surprise if they say transport people and they strike. From when they don't answer up to 32 first, not to this new why they don't answer back on Saturday. No, from when they don't answer up, they don't give the drivers them price. Yes, government can put price list, even though we no say that price list day, and I watch them can watch no more, then can get a own. But as it is right now, the one they run from Lumley to Bobo, you know, Sabusai Bobo, they na the peninsula for go number 3 under. Because well, if I say number 2, you go say it's Abi. Yes. Now the one that they run that end the day. But the one that they run from Lumley to Regent Road, then they don't put 1 Leone per day. Even though they expect for it and pass so. Then put say because they're not able to wait till the government not pull price it. If you go sit down with the oil markets as them a responsible institution, as soon as they say that the new price this for fuel, when they pull one ten the price list for transportation. Yes, if you feel to say that they increase them, you pull them. Say now the price list this so But when they go, una sit down, una say una talk to oil marketers, una talk to transport, this and that, and blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, we then go strike. Why we Paupa? Any direction. Why una not go just do the right thing? Sule.
When you load from Lumley, when you turn back an empty one. So if you see the price will go up, now constraints, you get for the buy tires, you get for the take care of the motor car. And these are big losses to with the drivers them. And right now they get constraints, seriously we challenge with the passenger them. When you say for come back, so passenger in a 5 long you go give you. And you look the distance, it's over almost miles where they come out. Now long distance the motor car they go. As I'm saying they turn back now 3 passenger they count.
Then get lane them we then call one-way passenger. One-way passenger mean to say for come on Lumley and go. Now the bubble, now it full up. But then they return, they full up so. They full up so. When they return. So now I make them need the price list so that they know which thing they work with. But then go wait, just pass the driver then strike. When they strike now they tell them go pull price list and they tell, come on, man. Una safe.
Now they all they safe. But if the price go up, you able go, you can't give passenger. You will see you able realize something at the end of the day. But now they work from early morning till 10 o'clock for able cover master money. And you think all the fuel all they burn up to 1,500,000 fuel. And that a lot. I give the pay master 1,000,000. 2,500,000 for pull and for this kind of money it's very hard. So we say don't begin telling Jama say if you so money continue, we go pack them to car them. Because the price list will come up to now with the strain.
Yeah, price list not come out. I don't know if the Ministry of Transport and Aviation are forget. Now they keep on price list. And when they don't make a hard and fast rule say, as the price of fuel change, then for the pull the price list one time. What if then drivers here just can't put the new price? The one they only go up line, they don't mix, so they don't put them price then down. They don't put so. They don't mix. And all man gets in price. Then imagine now let's say the one they go up line, they don't put them price. Comfortable. Don't government can pull price list way reduce the young price. You feel to say then go reduce the price to government young, they not get for doing. But who they allow them? Now the government. Now the institution we responsible, now they allow them.
And no go find out can get curious with behind the passenger them.
So now only this small. How much will they take before the fare log up? How much will they take from here to Bobo?
The first session where there is before they go 28.5, that'll be 6 Leone. So when they come out now, they say okay, let's go to 9 Leone. 9 Leone won't even take a month where this fare can go back rapid one to 32,000. And that don't affect you back for the 9 Leone. And even when they go for 9 Leone, so man they tell you no, 7 Leone I get.
Because things can go na the country. When the driver they talk say some man go say na 7 Leone he get, some man they bargain. Now he gets. And they no say that return for cam. Maybe if you then alumni say one go bobo, you say na 7 Leone no go look you. But they no say for commot na the bobo end now na the peninsula end for calumny because the poda go empty. The people themselves know how for play the game. They tell them, say, but me na 7 Leone I get to. Before you born, lay wait. Oh. Now tailboard, what did they give so? Is a bit na tailboard? I understand, self. Una all na posh speaking na ya. Low. No.
You know we make a palaver for too long. At times you get pressure with the apprentice tower. Say give me money, which passenger them.
Don't say apprentice and passengers. And I mean, they say first the way accident happen. They say anybody died, and say no, nobody not die. Pass the apprentice. They say the apprentice not to person, not to mortal man. Okay.
But if they don't say okay now 10 or 12 loans, government put the price. Because as you make sure one price, they say what the price this way you. And this is a problem where the drivers unions and the other way they in charge for this transport issue. They need to come as one before they SPL. Therefore tell you say okay, the car SPL now so price when they want that.
Simple. You know, we can feel to say Salon people they don't understand things. No, they understand. Now the government they show the institution so responsible waiting and feel to say them for do. You know, people then get selective listening. Now I mean they can feel to say some people like no. It provides solution right there. We all know say that the sensible thing for do. Why they pull the price say na the new price this one fail for cost, just pull the price list one time.
So it go very easy for we. But when the non guys fail, we are going to run at the same old price while they go at losses. It's very, very hard for we.
So finally, before we left you, as you don't make mention, say una really want when the price list come out, and una up till now maintain una price una may take before the fair not go up it. So also what we go emphasize on for let them try for looking sound like crime.
Well, just as I tell you, everything we under control through the chairman Bobby. Every day now they come say do una work una patient. Because him don't give you hope say today we get price list. But today back it disappoint we. So we dey hope for let them call them back. Let them go give them the price list. Those go work club will get no go get issue to and they will get them with card and possibly don't pull the money, he give property. Every day they go na story, they go tell them. They don't go work well, so we self na they will take care of family them. So just a pray no more, let them self go do on fast track, let them go price list for we.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
You think to say now the government for the big the Ministry of Transport now then keep put price list then for the big day. Now because you mean the chairman at Alomli Park you know himself want him up to like say in a chairman where they in control. Well go back. Now shell company one they go upline. But now they listen for himself. Okay, I tell you, say the one them where they use diesel. Most of the motorcar them where they run from Dalom Lide for go na Regent Road. Now then Sprinter van them when a diesel then they use. Then first then and all this in chairman say first then they put but no more they make a moderate in a 1 Leone they add. They add 1 Leone. Then they go bubble. They no add. Now him be they explain so. And now new price don't come back. By Monday. Either the chairman go agree with them tell them say you know what thing? Una self una put something. Yeah? But the chairman want show like say himself they in charge. But that's na negligent on the Ministry of Transport and Aviation. Yes, na negligent on them part. Because even the minister the other day, he be the radio democracy. He not even sabi Amos Waka fine boss. They na the road now. In say 35, radio democracy say no. Not to 35 or na 20. He said that in a news to them. So imagine the na World Bank IMF funding that $15 million. Na him be giwi waka fine. I must say a waka fine don't do. Who don't want for spend money at the end of the day, you're not able to foresee, you know, the money in aid or in tail. Who don't want for spend money like that? For say, government we suppose for handle this one. I made them say, oh, they don't pull her. then go give PP, whatever they call them. At the end of the day, nothing not there for boast of Paddy Waka Fino. Waka Fino almost die. All that sing praises when they count Waka Fine. Waka Fine almost die. Eh? Why? What's in do? What's kind of country will get so? Because I know say IMF when they ever can do evaluation back. If they ask say okay wait. We be on 50 million. When I come back, how na spend one day? How when I look at evaluate ba the Waka Fine. You think to say then go say they want for give again? Eh? What's in Louis? Even transport business. Trust. Some of we don't do an as alone. Some of we don't do an. I don't know. Me, I don't know how for put her. I don't know how for put her for real. Transport business. So even with government. But the only one who will know say don't Waka Fine na the school bus them we then give the council them. What I mean don't Waka Fine? That one day don't it don't show say if like the transport sector they hand over and give the council them. Yes, even though the council then they get struggle with some of the boss them, but we see say it's still sustainable because he says self no say if it be say them boss then they been they under government supervision then for don't die okay we still talk about transport, we talk about fuel, but we dey count transport inside it. Yeah. Why make we count transport? I already tell you say the drivers them don't complain. Then complain. You hear it? Okay. Listen, Adeyemi. Yeah? Now Radio Democracy.
Mr. Minister, you say the buses then they and they run. So as of now, as you talk now, how many buses then way they run?
I can tell you with on top of my head, I can tell you now say we get up to 36 where they out today.
He say on top of his head 36 9 day out today. Right? The tell way then at the studio now 36 on top of his head. That means to say get her offered. Not to say say. Okay.
36
that
buses.
That's the latest I get in as at now.
Now the latest we get. How much boss we become? How much see a Waka find a Waka for? Even with all the one they say, oh, na private, na then go own them, na then this, na then that. At the end of the day, if you see some of them 36 the way in the claim self say they. If you see the one and they, trust me. Ex Bonafa. Okay, now the deputy minister, what he say?
But you are here for say now 20 they in full operation right now.
That's news to me.
As far as Rex Bonafa is concerned, the deputy minister of transport, when they not give put price list, Is it in?
But you are here for say now 20 they in full operation right now.
That's news to me.
Instead of 36. Ademi, na 98 say no na 20 90. So Rex Bonafa shock. It's a news to me. Oh. Okay.
From you, coming from you.
He say come out from you the journalist, mean a news to me.
I
ask this question because Parliament will summon the SLPTA and the Ukmadem we go get updates and they make it clear say now 20 of them buses here so they run and the reason we make the others and pack now because one drivers are not there and two most of them buses are they not in good condition.
Yeah, you say I didn't me get in source because Parliament be invites them. Yes, the one that they run up, they invite them because they may get one or two things there. Even right now they say the card, you know, say a card system from who them propagate how they say oh a card system. Trevor Young, himself one use the worker fine, so you I use the card, he go card noddy, a bus station, card noddy. Hey, it's alone. This entire week, salon business against me. I'm dead serious. Attire. It's like sometimes you take a retrospect. You look back, say, with all the things that they happen at the country, with all the what's the own I don't talk with all the the sensitization own I don't do with all the advice with everything. Where are we as a nation? And all you they see now SLPP against APC, SLPP against APC, every station now SLPP against APC. It's politics, 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 politics. And at the end of the day, we not get nothing for show for them. Nothing. You know right? You know right at all. So something me say kitao. Let not say lie. I need the break. By this salon issue. But at the end of the day, when you watch back, at least we did do a service. We did do a service. We're not being paid. We're not being paid though. Oh, you know. Oh, the stars for Facebook be they make una help for Gina, una able get it. No they make who they say for let you stars that other way. At least make go kind side. Don't forget say we get people like where they work. Sometimes you can look back say with all the money where they go inside this thing. It makes sense, ba. They have focus for other thing, forget about this thing. Seriously. Now one old deputy minister now she don't say 36 bucks, but the people we go to parliament. Then go tell parliament say na 29 they run. Then they can't talk say na they mean area form. In surprise, he shock. Yeah. He say because top of your head na 36 na they run. Meanwhile, that 36 day 16 don't shot in. The boss them not to complete 50 cam. They go say not to load na give and give. But you know who can vex pa the no more. Now me couldn't ready then can change per government. We can change pa. Now can vex them say IMF condition, World Bank this and that, they not find. Then look how people in the suffer for transport. Then say okay, then get urban, yeah, iron, so then call it resilient, mobility. Now you get that overhead bridge. Now you get the bus, then the worker find. Now you get that terminal. That terminal they for follow a market. Wait till today the marketing not done it. Yeah. Now you get the lights them. Then few lights them. Now you get her. Who saw they now? The boss them. But then sing and find say oh the pota drivers there then serve then go get shares then who da go put some money who da not go put some money at the end of the day you remember how then sing now then take first then block the pota then they say no for past Wilkinson Road. Where the boss they don't pull, then say, okay, no, now una can pass. Una can pass. So by the end of 2026, sometimes not go even reach Amos again we go there. You don't go reach. If they want and the way they work, they don't go tell Parliament say na 20. In case you don't have station, they say na 36. Oh, you not be here? Oh, wait. Well, I didn't me ask come back.
But you aware for say now 20 they in full operation right now.
That is news to me. From you, coming from you.
I ask this question because Parliament will summon the SLPTA and the Ukuma them we go get updates and they make it clear say that 20 of them buses here so they run and the reason we make the others and pack that because one drivers are not there and two most of them buses are they not there in good condition.
So waiting now the minister in come back. X.
I'm getting that from you for the first time.
Hey, Papa God. So when them be go Parliament, you not be pay attention. So who stand last then tell and say na 36 day per the boss. When at 20 then go tell Parliament say they run. When they in full operation. He say as to now na 36 then they operate. Now, they put some part there and me say for the first time I didn't me they get her from. So then we go Parliament, you not follow through. Because then I the supervising ministry for this, you not follow.
But the ministry is responsible for supervising.
That's not withstanding idea. I equally conscious see we get about Parliament called and then this year they were supposed to go back and report, but the Parliament not called them for go know the status of the buses.
He say, now for go reports, Parliament not be calling for go know the status of the buses. Eh, the minister he come back, he strong or he weak? I'm back, boy. I'm back.
First time.
But the ministry is responsible for supervising.
That's not withstanding idea. I equally conscious see we get about Parliament called and then this year they were supposed to go back and report. But the Parliament not called them for go know the status of the buses. Parliament called them because of this inflation in terms of fuel.
Yeah, Papa God. Hey. Then you hear from the people we go complain na Parliament. We Parliament the question, now they come up. But when they tell her they me say not to the status of the boss, then go ask them for. Which means it not even follow through. But best believe say, if na be President Bio, na him be call and say, come back, can give me the status. Eh? What he tell we so say that 36 they go now for we go tell President Bio back. And if I tell and say the mean oh they pa fix one and everything in the next 1 week if I begin waka. Before that they say no to that they then call them for. Okay. Nayana Salon Fambulem. Yeah? And so it is what it is. Let me go epic. We still deal with the fuel business. Let me go epic. You be get Mambu, Edmonabu, and Minkaelo. Usman, you say waiting?
Moses Mambu, Mikhail say government is being unreasonable. Government sees advantage by the people by increasing the cost of fuel yet again from 28 leons to 32 leons. What do you make of that?
As a member of the opposition, I think say na work they do.
Okay. All right. Well, you do your work, but as a member of the ruling, you do your work, Chloe.
So nobody not go all and from where they do in work. All right. So I think say now the responsibility of the opposition for continue for put the government on in toes for deliver on the promise system where we make to the people there. So I think say I don't get no problem with Andy. Now exactly waiting the constitution say the opposition for the do now they do.
You don't get problem
and
with
also,
we say government is being unreasonable.
No, I don't get problem.
Is government taking advantage of
I don't get problem with him work at the Kanda side. But you ask me direct questions, so I the answer directly say now in work they do as a opposition member.
Usman, wait to. You don't know say PPIC day. You don't know. Now make bamboo they taking time. PPIC day. Oh.
For make sure say them continue for hold government accountable.
Okay.
For waiting we promise the people then. So waiting they do now in work. But then they waiting they say different from the fact. So media this morning for also give you the fact. So Sierra Leonean then where they follow go understand waiting they happen. First we want let Sierra Leonean understand say waiting they happen within the field sector, not to something with the government happy about. The government not happy about at all. 2. We want let Sierra Leonean say understand say salon not they produce fuel at all.
We know that one do. We know that. Or should we be reminded? Okay.
Every fuel who they use na salon na bring people and they bring them. Okay? And not to the government they bring them. Na private people then na then they bring the fuel.
Okay. Mama Musa they ask say, Inge one question, what you make na Moses Mambu? And then he always call for speak on behalf of government. We to government employee. Papaya. I just say, you know, because of the new media space so broadened right now. Right now easy. Because you go think to say now somebody from the Ministry of Transport and Aviation or from PRA. But now they go first.
They call them by the fuel term, they call them OMCs, oil marketing companies. Now they import the fuel where they can have salon. 3. The fuel where they use na salon na global commodity. It tied to so many things and a commodity we very complex. Okay? Now, what thing salon don't they do for the past 2 years? Through advocacy from people like Edmond Abu and other player them. Now for make sure say we open up the market. You remember before this time now 1 or 2 players no more been there inside the market. Not also with the biggest one we been get over 60% shares in the market na NP. Not also sir. So over the years when we come, we don't try for liberalize the fuel market. We don't bring in more players. More people in the import fuel now na salon than ever before. So the space open. So because the space be don't open, we don't get more players within the sector. What thing government decide for do? Government decide for liberalize the market. That is, government just they set the cap. The cap means say the highest we know for pass. So government can set the highest. We don't see at a point where government set the highest as 25.5. No, so fuel stations like Aminata be they sell 20, 22. Not so as long as you not pass the cap. Now, what did not happen a few days ago? Now something we all na the world for be worried. Even country then where they produce fuel, where they produce the crude. And mind you, I don't hear argument with people then they say, okay, the war day between Iran and America, not to Iran salon they buy fuel from, not to that area they will buy fuel from. But I want to let people to understand say the whole West Africa, now few countries then get refinery. And the refinery themselves within West Africa, they're very small for produce capacity. For supply, for example, West Africa, for example, Nigeria gets small refinery. Now Dangote they try for build a bigger refinery in Nigeria because the oil they in twofold. You pull the crude, then you can't go for refiner. Okay, unless you refine the crude, then it turn to a usable product when we can import. So now, the refinery then within our West Africa they're very small. Like Nigeria, they produce crude oil. And they also they refine, but they still the import huge because the crude within the pool, the one within the refine not even do for supply the Nigerian market, so they get for import. Now, what's this problem also come? na the Strip of Hormuz. The Strip of Hormuz na water we usai the petrol ship then they pass. Okay, with it between Iran and other countries. But Iran and get the side of the water, usai the ship then they pass with the fuel. And 1/5, listen, 1/5 of the global ship will come with fuel across the world. Now that water they use. In fact, it is estimated by New York Times just yesterday, saying over 95 boats per day, 90 pass now that water day for come with fuel. Now the rest of the world. Now, because that water they don't close, Iran say it don't close, even though they say America say that they begin guide the boats them, but the shipping agency then they afraid for user because Iran then get majority of that water day. And I hope say you and your listeners then they follow. So because that strip they don't close, it don't affect the global supply chain of fuel. Because remember the world na globalization. You remember when coronavirus come, not so where the world stands still, everything go up. Why? Because the world is connected to the supply chain mechanisms globally. Okay. So because that one day happen, fuel automatically shoot up. Fuel come out inside these 2 days. Fuel come out from $41 a barrel. It go 71 a barrel. Yesterday, just midday yesterday, it go $120 per barrel. America, my brother, they say, America, the average in America na $1 per gallon. Na America. So as of yesterday, I give the average for America, and you can use the form because all kind of them forum there now for make sure say we educate people them with the fact.
Na lita na Minkailo be talk but no worry, it go can clarify that side. Here Mambu first no more.
Not for just talk politics, but when they talk politics, back and with the fact and give data. Say, look the data. Okay. Listen now.
Mambu, is government being reasonable?
I can we be reasonable
because there is a 5% import duty tax inside the 2026 national budget. And also governments until recently for MPRA, they not go subsidize on this like fuel. So people call on governments now for look at that 5% import duty tax.
If you give me time, make an all lost method, the people then go understand because we there for educate Sierra Leoneans. Where I begin, I tell you say government not happy with what's they happen. So make I just land on method.
Well, try land because Mr. Setona say government not ever. You know, they other say they subsidize, but all in taxes they wouldn't put. They always put her. They know they forgo now. Make the oil marketers they not be sorry for we because then they say but the government they take you now we not for take we on. Why make now we for go then the government not for forgo? Now make always now make that quick turn and begin hide the fuel. Now government agree back you don't carry some. Now you don't agree with them say okay well for the next 2 weeks we need some more for the next 2 weeks. So then by the 2 weeks they don't watch back it go up back.
2 weeks ago the average in America na $2.40 2 weeks ago. That are the average in America with the exception of states like California where then they sell more always the young fuel in there. Just yesterday to this morning now the average imagine it come up from $2.40 right now as I talk na $3.45 $3.450. That are the average per gallon na America they produce fuel. You understand? America they produce fuel. America they refine fuel. In fact, most of the fuel where America they get from Venezuela, then they refine inside the United States of America. But because this is a global product and it is the price is set at a global level, the Strip of Hormuz will don't be affected. And
our old Mambudi, na intel Minkailu gogo. Well, USSF can check yeah, because as we there so now. The average, as of March 2026, US gasoline price have elevated. It's getting around $2.90 per gallon. $2.99 at the average price. Texas around $2.53. New York over $2.88. You check your own. Yeah? Now, I remember when they sit down and they talk like if I say, then they go to tell you back, say, go check. Me, I don't check on and this time you don't get. I don't know which you don't get.
I know they say this for create fear in anybody. We all they pray, and it's important. This and fast month, we all the fast. Make we use this moment for pray, for make the war between America and America, Israel and Iran, make it come to an end.
Now pray and they done the war. When I sabu that they do the war. When I never go tell her, when I never go tell her say, bra, this thing don't affect all man. This not a prayer. Forget self. Africa man, all things say pray. Then sabi bang. They run away for the war. Then sabi o. Then say who can pray for let it. Well, now sabi the one who dey for the war, bo. Now go tell them say, war is sufferer. Yeah. Right now the war na ego. Now in they carry the war go. Yes, ego. Now in they carry the war go. Who side the war they go right now? You know. Oh. Well, let's say let go pray. Let the war done. They pray for something in AC. You see the people like sabi there. Te bra una ne shame now. Una less no. Ina wet simba. But ego. Okay.
Because what's in the happen now, the Gulf states them responsible for over 60% of the fuel where the world they use. So imagine now a random begin bomb oil refinery them.
You sabi snake with trap cage or wild animal with trap cage. Where they fight for lose. Right now, na in Iran. Then UAE, Dubai. Now that post speaking at the area. Papa God. You get that post speaking at the area. We feel to say in posh in and get say. Then you get the one way right now, You say okay. Because it tell like say Iran get something personal against UAE. In that posh one at the area. So wait. This finest way they make so at the poeland for you. Oh, the Strait of Hormuz. Forget about yonder. Okay. Right now, common sense no money for privé. Common sense. America, super world power. Israel, you don't say where they want to fight Iran. You know, ask people always sabi the history. You don't tell. But then they wait for that for back them. Now they can get Donald Trump now way. Now in that's no more now. Yes, now in that's no more. So in fall for Netanyahu. Now so the war take begin. Just like that. Just like that, and so it begin. Even United Nations, no able. Then they say, who can pray. And in Africa, man talk, bro. Una sabi the one they hold the war. Let the one the way able get sense. Let them go tell them. Say Iran, the more na the tower, na the more the level for una. Say America, una self, okay, agree, you do so. Israel for sine ye reward self. But we listen, almost it the cost, America per day for the war. Now they go no more. Somebody get for tire. Somebody get for tire. Oh. Because right now, Iran, it does the flinger all side. You know, care safe. All side the flinger. Say, what's then get American connection? I hope say Salon. Because we don't begin see pop up them, they happen. I hope say Salon. Who said we on Wigado? I'm just saying. Oh, the other day, na Truth Media, then be the interview the Iranian. We see the U.S. Embassy can watch. Okay. Now they go. Now come back here to the Strait of Hormuz. Mambu.
Iran don't begin bomb fuel depot them inside the Gulf states them with 60% of the world supply. Now the Gulf states them, now they're responsible for them. So now come out to the question we really ask regarding if government is sorry for the people them. I did tell Sierra Leone and then this morning say yes, government subsidized for the first time in 3 years.
How government subsidize? How? Because this statement are before they can ace up so na lie. Na so I say na lie. But explain.
Now when we hold meeting on Monday last week,
you still ask and say wait, Mabu na SLPP they talk for. I know they can talk for government. Biao fumble. Na paupa.
When the signs of this war begin, we hold meeting with the OMCs them. I don't follow social media where people then they say, hey, but stock been there. What to make them not sell last stock they for us? Then they go buy another one now. Imagine the stock we dey now. You been go buy something $41 a barrel or $51 a barrel. Then we allow now take it done, right? Where you go now for go buy you meet $100 a barrel. How also you able to pull the balance money for able for importer?
The money when you get now you go buy it. The money when you get now you go buy it too. Okay. You know government arguments for this thing. We not to every day they buy fuel in Sierra Leone. Not to every day because we not get refinery. Yeah? Not to every day supply the cam. So the oil marketers them, the one that they sell fuel, let's say they go buy 1 Leone. Yeah? Then go buy 1 Leone. Help and sell, then price go up. We then get for go buy next. So the same aid money we then get. The same aid money we then get. Then they want add per the aid money. Well, if now that see now, no, you add per aid money. Well, if you ever go buy, it don't go up. Well, now so, you add per aid money. But the end marketers and then they add per the aid money. Oh. Now they say, oh, it don't go up. Oh, una is the price one time. For the next show they go buy. For the next show they go buy, low is the price one time. Well, if now other business, no, you add per aid money. Okay, don't go up. Well, don't go up. Oh, I don't add per aid money. So I they go buy next thing. What I can now? Now so I they sell. Now so I they sell because we thing do. What I go buy now so I meet some. But not to say they happy for fuel. As you go up so, then they can't say no, Lord, I don't want him. Because we go for go buy. We mean, it's a bit like how they do for that toll road. Now so the oil market are then they walk. Yes. When the toll road don't be done itself, they don't begin charge we. Yeah. Now so then they walk. They know they had paid money. Now we the buyer then. Now we they produce. Now we they give the money. We the buyer then. Now we they give the money. So it's na money capital. If you not sabi it's na money, say na capital you go sabi.
Government get two duties. Now we get. You see what's today we talk, we analyze about how government they handle the situation. Just like the coronavirus. Salon na one country we don't go through pandemic them, so we sabi how for handle them. And one of the way we can handle them, even though yes the commodity there, it is more dangerous. We petrol loss totally. Because OMCs they not able to bring them than where a day but a day. Because where a day is expensive a little bit, you're able to get some economic activity still they go on.
Now the entire thing now one day. A day, if it there, una beer. Triple a day, if it there, una beer. Then in a day. You get? Okay.
Imagine if you're not there at all, the petrol stations are closed. OMC say no because the barrel.
That is very unlikely because the Strait of Hormuz has been closed and the amount only 20% of global oil.
Yeah.
We mean it will take a more longer route for CAM to countries them. So it means the fuel will still there.
But the competition now for buy the fuel is high. Salon we fuel market very small compared to countries like Ghana, like Guinea, like Nigeria. So the competition for go buy that fuel now a greater. So because the competition they high, it's very difficult for make you able to forget that fuel now. So government get foresight. The fuel as based on the current market value for don't go up to 36 leons.
You there, I dey tell you say e get for reach 36 leons. The petrol, because the Leone, then just cut down to 35. After 2 weeks, it dey go back. There they go.
But government be able for subsidize 3 leons. On Wednesday last week, government meet with IMF. In fact, IMF said concern. And government laid the case to IMF for let them understand clearly, say, no, we cannot carry fuel go to 36 at this particular point.
What's in and tell them, say? What's in and tell them?
Say, no, we cannot carry fuel go to 36 at this particular point.
Oh, then tell them, say, we cannot care. He say?
We cannot carry fuel go to 36 at this particular point.
Okay. And they understand where government tell them say we cannot carry fuel go. They understand, eh? Yeah, they understand care. Okay.
Even though there's a global disruption with regarding to the war between Iran and America.
Oh, okay.
What we can do...
So you say the fuel cost for them be
36, yes.
today.
As per the
government subsidized that sort of trillions.
Yes, now make a day 32, and that was an agreement on last Wednesday between government of Salome, the IMF, and the World Bank.
What I tell you say, this one then say government is subsidized, me say not to true. Not to true. What to make I say so? What? Because the fuel price don't go up today. And if government is subsidized, what to make government go tell you say they don't tell the oil market and say nothing not for change for the next 2 weeks. So if government really they subsidize, why they increase her? Let it make sense for me now. Now question I they ask. If indeed, then they full up. Subsidize means to say then they full up onto the actual price way for B. Why they get an agreement say no the next 2 weeks unane isa. But then they take the new excise duty paramo. Come on before me.
Because then safety and clearly, so let people they know go with the notion say government not subsidize, because they can't shock we cancel if government not subsidize when the stock finish the OMCs they know they able go bring them back. If they able go bring them safe, the price they go close to 40.
I hope see they pay attention the numbers the way Mambu they call. It say if government not be put money. They not for be go bring fuel. But if them be go bring fuel self, where they can for be make 40. Why? After Balwa don't tell say na they get the best price in formula and at the sub-region. Why? Opa.
So now make government come in quick one for make sure say they not only stabilize the product, right, but for make sure say the product become available.
La bring Edmond, you concerned 12.3% increase from 28 leons to 32 leons in the cost of fuel. Are you concerned?
Of course, always, like always. Fambula on a morning, firstly, I want to apologize to viewers that will not be able to come yesterday with we Facebook page. We will not try to unpack the formula for the first time. The native culture don't try to actually explain and understand. Let people understand. The students them taka the winner na mafulukale all ma understand actually waiting this price and formula and waiting don't drive them. You know, because most often are not PRA. Are the only hope Moses Mambulek PRA go the calmly they can tell the public be anything they are so. You know, so Fambulem we got 3 scenarios, Mara.
Yeah. Ici na PRA elle m'ont put and they say not on Moses Mambu Fokan. Na PRA Fokan explain. But however, because they talk for the political party within a power now. Na in can Fokan explain. Let they go.
And we got scenario 1, usai fuel price be there at more than $700 per metric ton during June. This na the 10 and between this na June 2025. You understand? The fuel price, we want to look at the formula. I got for teaching on down this. Every day at 7, then at the salon, the way PRA publish, now be 731 for petrol, for instance. Almost the oil market at the sell per liter, now be something like about 25. Now the 10 and will be the harass the government. If I will say, it's like say protesting they solve again, but who expose the truth and deconstruct the figures, now in the help. So now na scenario 1, as at the time we fuel go up to 70 something, $730 per barrel at the show now, you understand? The fuel, the pump price of fuel per liter, now be something like about 25. And at the time, and we tell the government say, wanna push the ceiling down to 24. That may be a missed opportunity on the part of PRA. In fact, at that time, as of June, that scenario 1, government in your ceiling be there at 27. So if I now say the oil markets as now, then they don't become, in fact, now the messiah. Then put them to 25. Why? Because of the competition. Because you get new players like Aminata, Zala, where they come, so it push the price down. That may be a missed opportunity on the part of the government. We'll be very wrong and we totally disagree with them. We tell them and say that was very, very wicked on the part of PRA. How your own price go to 27, then the oil markets and the own price is 25. That was very, 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 very bad. Scenario 1. And Mark, you create that scenario, and I find out say, when I remember why Trump said don't go it be bomb Iran. Mara, remember? You know say bomb Trump bomb that Black Friday. Trump then go bomb Iran. The war lasts for like 5 days. When I remember, then they spike the price of oil at the oil market. The Hormuz corridor don't be totally closed like now. You understand? We don't become very, very volatile and risky. You understand? But it be ace the price up. Now, formula. When fuel price after the internet day, it can't down. The danger we made the sin as alone the fact say when it go up, for like we see the PRA can put and down proportionately, they know they get the appetite.
So it don't they go down and not
no, I talk about June, that first scenario, June to December, it be the go down. After that, where Iran, where America said they don't go bomb the nuclear sites. Remember? It be can down. When it can down, now make let this go to SIBA, where you say, oh God, our government name. SIBA, Mr. Minister of Information, Mahama missed the fuel at 17 cedis per liter. To December last year, Mahama. To January, Mahama put them to 10 cedis. So let this go to SIBA. Maybe they say, oh, other governments there. Other governments try for putting their own price down. So it was a missed opportunity. We advocate, we shout, I can't ask, we talk for long.
So we say other governments, in our own case, it's different.
Now they say, we own case, what to make we own case different. Number one, we governments not get control over the storage. We get a total of 230,000 metric ton of storage. All this thing we Pakabali is where former President Komaka himself. So then at the end. The new one way Moses Mambu they talk about we owned by Eco Energy, not a government getter. So government need for liberalize the sector. So the sector is not well liberalized. We get new player like G-Man, Eco Energy, Zala. These are OMCs, these are importers, you understand? So that's not scenario 1. Now scenario 2. Fast forward between December to January, the increment one has to take place. I be telling say with the federal government is still in the 27, the oil market is in the 25. You remember January, what happened? They introduced the excise duty. The excise duty will Phantom go read in the parliament and drive the price. And for me, if I was the finance minister, not to show you the drive that price day, what they do, you they release an half. But you find out say inside the January pricing formula, the excise duty was 2 leons per liter. It shoots them to 5 leons per liter.
You there? Eh? You say what's in Edmond?
It shoots them to 5 leons per liter.
Now be almost before you shoot them to 5 leon.
The excise duty was 2 leons per liter. It shoots them to 5 leons per liter.
Okay.
That was disproportionate. Well, not tax. And not to just excise, not to just fuel, it go per iron ore, it go per other cements, they have 15 and they.
But for fuel now, you recommend for the government look at that again for reverse that.
Yes, these are the side with the cushion. Because they say when they explain, no, they just as if because this I think they will see government on cushion. No, if so now I see now 2. Then they drive the price now. Also you see PRA pull out from 27 go to 28. Now the tragedy will happen January. All the oil markets has now then they do price fixing. Then go into the cartel now. They pull out to 25, then go to 28. That was a tragedy. Then a scenario 2 in January. Then drive the price day because of the excise duty. You know, because then I will take, and I wish the opposition, some of them, and for the walkout from the parliament, I will be happy for them.
But it is with the opposition and pass that 2026 national budget day. No. The opposition and government.
It be sweet there?
I mean, it was SLPP MPs, APC MPs.
Yes, this is the thing they went for walk out for. Therefore, the north of Georgia, Mikhail they try. Now, Mikhail is a younger, they are too, my brother. But then these are the things they went for take the government hostage. and say we dey work out for this. Like when data go up, we dey work out, but then they work out for the thing a day. So then a scenario 2, missed opportunity. Waiting up with the tragedy they can tell you. I want really put this thing left with me antenna na village they understand. So it make the all the markets as they move the price to 28.5. So they all fix one price with the exception of Zala, will be the sale weekend. Now look into scenario 3 Fambolem. Within the scenario 3 as at March 7. Of course, we all know all man not waiting happen at the Hamus corridor. Hamus corridor account for about 20% of the world's fuel. But most of the fuel stations also as they listen to me, not 200 did they buy. Most of them are Nigeria did they buy. In fact, none of them they buy for me and myself. None. I dey challenge them back. I don't work in this sector. From to I don't be accountants. I don't work in a refinery. I don't work in a maker. So I sabi the sector.
So fuel price no for go up.
No.
Like I go up so.
No. The problem I get with government. When you look at the formula, thank God, na 12%,
12.3%.
12.3. But when you look at the formula, on the cost of the product, petrol increased by 7, diesel increased by 9. So outside the other balance come out. That's not the problem I get. And this like they go to CIBA, let's go to the government say. One of the things we then do, well sometimes they blame PRA, they are technocrat in the Ministry of Finance, when they're so insensitive. You understand? And maybe I can borrow from Mikhail who say the government a little wicked. You understand? Then go increase the infrastructure cost component.
What does that mean?
Infrastructure cost now item 25. Look at where you go na the form. I they publish me waiting today on Facebook. I don't take them one by one and I don't do the calculations. You understand? So infrastructure cost now and Escoma be introduced in 2016. In a different component where the former government be introduced, where it become for pushing the austerity instead of tax, the tariff. Because the excise duty na IMF the waiting. So when they talk about say the excise duty no more, that component they go about 9 different taxes, on a tax and some they don't port charges, jetty charges, you understand? 9. For instance, road maintenance fund, infrastructure cost, they jack that figure. That is where I have problem. You know, for jack that figure. In fact, if the fee long go up by law say 12%, increase them by 12% on the plat, meaning in the cost of the product. No go add per the tax again. This letter I don't do so. I don't send them to the IMF, and they invite discussion with IMF on this because it's highly technical a little. But me they try for simplify and say no, you don't be need for church infrastructure cost component. All what if we don't do just increase the cost of the product almost then go buy them. Freight left and so. Because there are 2 drivers them are Fambolem. One, they can always say one the cost of the product. 2 the exchange rate. So as he say, the components are all things being equal, they all be the same. I mean the exchange rate relatively the same. Well, I mean relatively another major shift way for move that major 12%. So why you for increase the fuel by just petrol, you increase them by 7%, diesel you increase it by 9%, and then you increase now the liter, the pump price per liter
by 12%.
By 12%. That is disproportionate.
You don't hear again? You don't hear why fuel go up so much? And imagine this time when they be there 32. Government no they ever take losses. I they increase and so all the other tax they will for take, then they increase the all back. Then they say, the government they subsidize. How then they subsidize? How?
Again, I can understand. For me, I go for me appreciate. Let them increase like when Moses Mabu they say, let's say 36% with the proportionate increment because it don't jump. Actually, it's true that it don't jump high. It don't come up from 60 now to this morning. It don't go up to more than 100 per barrel, of course. So I not say somebody other thought go say, well, Edmond, in fact, when you look at it, not even proportionate to the global increment. Yes, granted, I agree. But just touch the component way that sometimes if you can't argue and talk say, well, we government don't sorry for the people. I go say yes, I go join the government say, but you know go yonder, you understand? Because and the war let me put it, no pray. Let this war end because the worst is here.
Edmond Abu, you get half talk le. You know the great talk done. No more me get issue with her. It touch ya, it touch under. You go half. No, talk and write down first.
Yes to come. The worst is yet to come, because by the time, if you see this thing continue, and we not get no certainty say again for waiting, guess waiting that happen, kono go eat man, and then you find out say cost of living will be high, crime rate, kush, everything, transportation, and sadly, we get a minister of transport we not sensitive. When any time price go, because like I said, me danger, me take away here is this one not going to continue forever. It can't do, it go end. When it end, you find out say global supply, because now demand and supply. When supply outstrip demand, price they go down. It inverse, it go up. So for me, when it can't down, government for able for put and down. Like what happened last year, it go up, it spike. But when it can't down as at June, they're not doing. We talk they not. In fact, the demand they get opportunity, they sell up to 22. I think I post them. They sell up to 22. I mean, not to sell, Leone sell, but it was just fishy. You understand? These were opportunities where NPRA for don't take opportunity, bring the ceiling to 24 for situations like this. You understand? Because now this mama see. You understand? So when Siba they say, other government, no. Other government, like I tell you, like where me brother they say, the situation at Salon, we not get storage. The reserve, like that 230 metric ton, it go to Susana just like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Right. And then the danger, like I say again, we get all marketers, they not get blood. They take up advantage. But this is not just 6 days of the war. Una still get old stock. Why una they create artificial scarcity?
So you know for go up right now.
Well, if we expect increments, now like next week, because they still get old stock. But these are people where they ready for take advantage. Now make where PRA they say, with the 6 petrol say they petrol station. They one day they even illegal and they happy. Then one day they illegal. They small petrol station the way because it appears as if it's a PRA said don't know the what we legal because I make it put moratorium.
So make an answer the stock where they in country. Because I didn't have the meeting where Ministry of Finance called with the OMC them, and government raised the same concern, and the OMC then put up a chart. Okay, so imagine you don't go buy 79 a barrel, you get the stock. Now petrol, you dey put in 42 days. You get for put in 42 days before you get your next supply, so that the pump na the gas station not cut off at all. So now it don't go up to 120. Well, it foresee 120, 110, 100. If the price not go up now, then sell that stock day before then get onto the supplier then for able for supply then the fuel. Definitely waiting to happen. It be scarcity they become.
So
and the
how
danger,
much should we get?
And the danger.
How much should we get as reserve?
No, we don't get better storage. The storage capacity will get in country if we supply the whole country. Now less than 3 weeks, fuel they done. So if you not put in early for able to forget the fuel, and now as you say, which is correct, the demand don't outweigh the supply because of AMUS. So a lot of OMs, big OMCs then in Africa, way past we all know, where they all go at the same pool. So if you allow other big OMCs then go based on the price where they meet and then put in more, and you not go early with the available, the market value price where they today. If you not go with Andy, then therefore put your supply backward. If then put your supply backward, if you find out say if the stock where you get in country done, then there is a problem. So what you they try for save? Waiting government because they make that I see the presentation. So the fear the fear where government get is
so waiting Moses Mambu they explain so Edmond say no to Tsugu. He say no to Tsugu. Well listen.
And when we all forget Edmond between me and you two, what is preferable? Make the fuel done, let you go na pump fuel no day, or make we get away for let fuel day in country.
No, okay, that can be said.
Yeah, okay.
Moses firstly, before me can call Moses firstly, if the look now contract then gets with the importers, you understand, therefore supply every fortnight or every 2 months. So this idea of say you put in every 42, then get constant suppliers where you go to call the SP sales and purchase agreements where they want to where the man they look for. So any oil market that we go to a meeting go say na 42 days Moses Pambo tell that importer that OMC say it lie back because now like where I get somebody with the supply give me per mine na matu jong the man get amboku na matu me na for just go to if I so test kid na any even big can say once we don't establish that relationship the supply they come like almost every time as you run out of stock. You dey talk about stock out. You dey talk about stock out.
At that point we talk about that point. If at that point we so that means
yeah. So now Mikhail coming.
What is
Thank you. I'm glad the way you control the program. Lord, they allocate time properly because I get.
Mikhail Sidonde, like say no day, he said what can get you bite. Okay, continue.
Get a lot for also talk about. Now, I like the conversation this morning. It is becoming brutally frank. Because the fact of the matter is, we do this for God and country. Certain thing and we not just need for do and for protect with government them, but we for think about the welfare maximization of the people. When Moses Mambu start for talk, he say a lot of things that we are completely disagree with. He say, waiting me they say different from the facts. But at the end of the day, waiting at the facts, I know it will get them clearly from waiting me they say. I mean, because me no say waiting they say, informed by data, figure, and proper analysis. So now the fact at the state. Number two, he say now private people and the import fuel, not to government. But let me bother no say now government they determine the price. Now private people and the import time, but now government they determine the price. For some private people and say for the import and fuel, like you want to sell at a price where go be reasonable and where the stock then go down quick and then go buy back and cancel. But government they say no. There was a time when follow one gas station been there around this region. Where them be they sell 24, where the other one be they sell 25. Most people where they go up country, Zala, and they go park for buy gas. Then put them behind them seriously. Say government they in charge of price control. So now government they determine the price. Not to the individuals the way they bring the fuel, they determine the price. This now a global and political commodity. Law know that they clearly. My brother say same statement about America, not also correct. Now if they talk about the gallon of fuel. Me they talk about liter. Anybody can check from 0.74 to 0.77 dollars, less than $1 per liter. Now so then they sell. So anybody can check down there now and prove me right or wrong. It talk about IMF conditionalities. Lord no say IMF.
You say government and
IMF
subsidy.
Yeah.
Trillion subsidy.
No, they can't talk the subsidy, but Lord talk about IMF small. IMF not to say no more day. IMF now global institution. Now we need for no say wait to make they establish IMF in 1944. We actually commenced operation in 1945. Now for camp event, an economic disaster will be happen at the world in 1930. There was a serious economic disaster in the world. So the world decides this not for happen again. I make they establish the International Monetary Fund when IMF. And IMF don't succeed in the mandate. You know what IMF they do? IMF they help government technically. IMF they help for structure government economically so that we go get economic growth. IMF they contribute to government for boku things for alleviate poverty. So IMF now they can institute policies them where they increase poverty on the people. It rests on government policies. Certain things and the way IMF tell you, if you think say you're not in the interest of your people them, you go also tell them say no, you're not in the interest. Now when President Bill come, President Koroma advise him very seriously about poverty alleviation, about subsidies. Yeah.
Your advisor? What's your advice and say?
One thing I can always make reference to now this subsidies and poverty alleviation. This time President Koroma in note to President Bill will be the hand over the country to him.
What's he talk?
It tells us say although we have become more liberal as the world modernizes, the All People's Congress, the party whose ticket I got elected in 2007 and 2012 was founded on a platform of socialism. Therefore, upon my election in 2007, I did not abandon the APC core belief that governance must be predicated on the importance of efforts to minimize the burden of poverty.
Hollande. Olenka, the anointed say, na right this so. You remember that same? Na talker, he say na no one talk himself. But however, I don't forget this Koroma and I can talk say how way he be the right handing over notes. He be talk say he be have a cross go lunge and for let them go take documents. Now this should be right. Okay.
On the population, expand access to the common man and woman and do everything possible to leave no one behind. Against this foundation and much to the displeasure of some of our valued partners, my government refused. Listen, my government refused to end government subsidies in various sectors. You understand? Let's just pause there.
So inside the handing over note, according to Mikhailo, former President Koroma Idike tell God say, if you know say APC be done the tower say, now I make them together issue with IMF because then refuse for end subsidy. Then say for put then say they no agree. Now they say if you no agree, who say we need give una money? But you know say the SLPP use them for campaign say now because of the lackadaisical behavior, the spending like a drunken seller of the APC. Now I make IMF and World Bank then turn them back by them. Okay.
Now, one of the things the government do we make fuel price go up. Remember, we be the sell fuel 3,500. We increase it to 6,000. We left at that point. For low can get an alarming increment to 18,000. Go to 22, 25. Go to 20. Now, because governments know they handle subsidies well. Now, government they determine the price. Sometimes the dealers they not even want the price. The government they instruct them for sale. They want sell below that. So long we know mislead with people there about IMF. IMF do Liberia. Now IMF do Liberia.
Government instead wants to foresee the price of fuel go up because you mentioned the dealers they want to put
government get percentage. Government gets what they gain. One thing first what this government do. Yeah, we all need to know how government they generate money. Then they generate money for beaucoup things. One, for recurrent expenditure. Waiting government they spend on a daily basis. Recurrent expenditure can also include salaries and wages. When government increase taxation per beaucoup things and then change the economic policies, now for let government generate beaucoup money. Even the one that way they pull container and a key, trading be 24 loans, 25, 26. Now you pass 100 loans for pull one container. Some people then can gain another money than container, then they go demurrage. We need for no that day. Beaucoup businessmen and they vex because of the increment and they so the subsidies now government be remove am per fuel will make it go up. Now they talk about IMF. Why IMF no go advise Liberia and let them sell 32 in a way compare the exchange rate? It's about 20 per liter. Where would they sell 32? We need for know that clearly. Again, me wanna talk about Edmond Abu saying that the opposition for the walkout in parliament for them kind here. Yeah, so the opposition not just they work out for political reasons, for things that we don't agree with, we government want to take. You know, to a very large extent, yes, the opposition for putting foot down, because you are elected to also protect the welfare of the people. It is not just about protecting your interests as a political party. I agree. To a very large extent, the opposition don't debate very seriously. But when it is simple majority, when it comes to vote, it is not 2/3 majority. The incumbent, they always get away. So it is not that the opposition is conniving with government for wreak burden on the people of this country. That is not the situation. So me believe say, like how all those states, the war just commence. We don't begin get alarming increments on fuel price. If this war continue, it will get far-reaching implication on we as Sierra Leoneans. So waiting government for go back now the drawing board, review them prices of fuel and make sure say they revert. Now go back to the 28.5.
All right, make a come to
because the justifications are always Moses advance as to why government the increment and even the 3 loans when they say government is subsidized, I doubt.
All right,
I really doubt if the government is subsidized at 3 loans.
Make a come to Edmond.
Yeah, all word for that 3 loans they are all word.
Edmond, we expect. What if this war prolong further? We expect the cost of fuel to go up.
Of course, devastating to the entire world. Like let's just take the two, like waiting Mikhailo they say, you know, these two guys are my like younger brothers. The 3% what did they talk about is wrong. Government no subsidize no 3%. Just that no more fuel long up big time. And then wait till they come.
You don't hear? Me say not be listening subsidized, bruh. You know to say because the island say government no subsidize. Me I not be say no believe. Edmond no believe. Mikhailo no believe. But anyway, Mambu in believe. And me I tell you say my own ground is now I make a government go tell and say una know so. Now 2 weeks nobody need this. They not subsidize. They not subsidize because now then if then they subsidize, I mean now then they put so if then 10 they reach for us, now then go say una no say now they put on for the people me, no put on no. Who they put on for una. I'm Austin and put on 32, the local put on 35 for the diesel. Then tell us una for so in the next 2 weeks. Alright. I mean a day now they fell in price in not subsidized one. Aha.
And then when Michael they talk about me brother Eka with this point of look, the opposition or just the energy Michael with the opposition where you party they take in parliament. You understand? Like then thing like when they say mobile tariff don't go up, this and that. I wish the energy we then take for Abukabu, where they take for the Secretary General, you see them come them protest, this and that. If they can just, if Abukabu they kind, can just do one for people away vote for an accountable on a lokomasama, Salon will be a better place. But they need to do them. And this is a disservice, Mikhail. This is very, very bad. From when they go to parliament, I'm the co-chair for parliament. They like thing the way they affect Sierra Leoneans. Edmond Amu can protest, don't go arrest me. But if Michael protest, they arrest him. He get with. Me not get with. Because he get party BNM.
We don't forget, Edmond Amu, we don't tell you say, you know they protest again, no? Eh? If you don't tell say they protest, Blue, they not do you. You know they protest again. I don't, he say me, what can you know they protest again? So now it don't push the protest to the opposition. It say let them go protest. So if they all there, then party go come. But if they all are, Uda go talk for her. Okay.
Me no get party be me na funtoba. You understand? So when APC make like say it you know most SPP walk out. SPP they criticize APC back to back. You know what SPP they do? Like when Edmond can talk so the decision changes the decision in party office. Which all don't vam, they take some part of which I don't talk. They add up at their own and come against the government. These are the things they expect the APC. So because they get weight, we don't get weight. You understand? So therefore they walk out where that go up, it come up from 60 to 100. You see them come out, you see them protest, and not do them. And then that come to Moses Mambu. This idea when they talk about say, oh, government just they call me
it's a government subsidized.
No, they're not subsidized. In fact, they even add part of the infrastructure.
You don't believe now? Forget.
Michael is perfectly correct. Libya fear Ledon. Libya na this.
I think it's 11 leons difference.
Now Imperial gallonage Libya they use. Then they still use that old gallonage system. When they see the metric system when a liter. You understand? So waiting at the takeaway. Waiting me they beg the government. Once I will agree with the government, the increment will don't take place at the world market. For instance, 40% do not increase, and so I commend the government for that. But the thing I hate for C, now that formula. Maybe sometimes they may come, Moses Mambu, they may come say, okay, in fact, fear be supposed to go for 40% increment. You put in that percentage, so me until I'm a full go understand, it will be better. But what you then do? And what you then do?
But if the cost not reflects on the global fuel cost, perhaps it's because of the government subsidies.
It forgets the pass-through effect. I don't understand.
I'm saying if you not reflects like the 40% increase globally,
good.
You know
I like the argument today. That's supposed to be the argument. But what you then do now? Then go to the infrastructure cost. Then go add by that component. And they give you the figure. And this Moses Mambu they don't understand. Oh. Now gaslight. Even fully by the all they talk. They need to see because. Even the economics professor, they when they take with time, they cost examine and figure out each line by line. Okay. You understand? Say, look what you do. If I'm lying, wait, just wait no more. Go watch my Facebook page today. You see, if I giving you waiting the ink, waiting the move. So that is not correct. They're not supposed to that they be supposed to do. Check left and right because the driver the way for change now the exchange rate, the freight when I item 2 and they give them. So for let them can talk say no they subsidize 3%. Let them just tell me say if the government can tell me say Moses Mamuna change on analysis say in fact this fuel for don't go up to 30, 35, but we make us so I go agree. But you know you don't go church down. In fact, the one of the sad thing Moses Mamuna want to take this as assignment again. As at June, family una check at the Gilmara, you know almost now the price of petrol per metric ton now 700. Now if you check almost now the price of petrol now. When this Amus corridor don't close, now 680 something. So what? So what is the deal? It's very funny. June 2025, now be 700. Now and 7 almost be the per liter 25 euros. Now. I mean now this batch almost now the way you look at this not to me figure now. PRA they won't figure now 600. I mean look at the first formula. Now look at the first line. We talk about the cost of the product that plat. Mara. The first line of the formula. Just watch out. You understand? Now 600 and something. So it then below almost then be supposed for well almost then they said last year, June 2020, when they feel they did 25. And this is the interesting part. What did they play? Because they get tax component they did they play between the market and the Minister of Finance.
So like Kanto, Mambu, get anything for response to? It's a government not subsidized at all.
And I hope so you go
according to Edmond.
And I hope so you go
government not subsidized.
Talk,
And I hope so you go give me the time.
Yes.
Because
Papa, then subsidize or not subsidize. Me says not be listed and subsidize.
You don't go to them back and forth.
Even Mike Berry and I saw himself be do the other day. Say vex pa Usmanol. Eh? We didn't sit down like okay.
And I hope say you go give it the time. So first of all, I want me Edmond Abu no say.
Now Edmond Alpha one call, huh? You want to wait scene?
You don't go to them back and forth, and I hope say you go give it the time. So first of all, I want me Edmond
Alpha, okay.
Abu no say. I was involved in the pricing formula set up in a salon, the setting up of the plat.
Yeah. CSO United Nations recognize
every single item.
Nai Mambu Nai Edmond say Mambu be the primary school where in then be they set up that plat day. Yeri back.
Setting up of the plat. In 205. Every single.
It's in 205. You be the primary school.
Every single item with every single. I talk about the review with the SLPP government kind of power.
No, but not to say talk and just now. Now say talk.
Every single item under the plat and the pricing formula for salon Asabiam. I know waiting every line item represent, but I can't to that side.
Then try. They add subsidy or they not subsidize.
Make a reply to my brother Mikhailo where he say government control Aminata because we government be set the cap, Aminata be the sell below the cap. He say government run at Aminata for S and up. Then they not true, and it's important before you can talk on a sector. Make you really try to understand the sector very well. When you understand the sector, Modito, am I protected?
Now so then do. The simple question they ask and say, brah, the government subsidize or not subsidize? If you go and try for take job first.
And why then they sell below the cap? Blah also educate Mikhailo on Dandy.
Left Weibo. Yeah. In fact, forget. No, seriously, forget. Yeah.